Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday's market wrap up here at TOPGUN Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz. A lot going on. Great week here of trading at TGO. We'll get into that in a second and everything that happened this week and what's going to be happening in the coming weeks. Before I forget, make sure you go to our YouTube channel at TOPGUN Options. Make sure you're following our YouTube channel. You got to watch this video. Zach takes a nap. G-Lock in the L39 Albatross. So took this guy flying, man, and he took a nap. It was pretty funny to watch. Obviously, he's okay, but if any of you have wondered what G-Lock is, G, loss of consciousness, we got it on film with this guy. But he woke up, obviously, and continued the flight and had a great time. But really interesting vid. So like I said, great week of trading. We have two iron condors that are going right through the uprights and should expire this afternoon for a max profit. We have a Starbucks iron condor on going right through the fairway, through the upright. Sorry about that. My golf analogy got mixed with a football analogy. But look at this. So we had the gap up move a couple months ago when they hired the Chipotle skipper, right? They hired away the Chipotle CEO, brought him on board Starbucks, got this pop, and now it's in hover mode. And now what are we going to do? You're paying the guy $113 million a year. He gets to work from home and use the private jet whenever he wants. What are you going to do for the stock here? So we've been doing, making some good money trading Starbucks here, but guess what's going to happen? Now that it's settled into this range, and we'll look at this next week, the premiums are coming in, right? So the market ain't going to pay you a lot of money to go, hey, this thing's going to stay in range. Well, then we're not going to pay you a lot to take risk because there really isn't any risk here. It's range bound. But remember, what do I always say about iron condors? And remember, an iron condor is a range bound trade. Iron condors are great until they're not, right? Starbucks is going to bust out of this range for some reason. I don't know what it will be, but that's when the premiums will kick up again. Now, the other iron condor we haven't going right between the uprights as well, got that analogy right, is Raytheon. So we got a nice Raytheon iron condor going on. Remember with your iron condors, though, folks, don't treat them as an iron condor. Treat them as two separate credit spreads. So 7, 8, 9. If you're looking at a 70, 80, 90% profit on the credit you took in, go ahead and close those iron condors. And I wrote that in our Hunters and our Max Afterburner group a little while ago. I said both look like they will expire for max profit, but I'd close the spreads. I think both of them, all the spreads right now are looking at a 90-ish% profit. So really nice trades. Had a nice, what was this, 50% profit on a sniper yesterday, 30 minutes. Had a quick bull put spread as the market ripped higher. Out 50% profit in 30 minutes. So like I said, really nice week of trading. We put on a hedge this week. Oh, and also our short Chipotle calls at 60 are going to go out worthless. So 100% profit on our Chipotle calls. But we put on a hedge, right? If you're familiar with TOPGUN Options, I have things called tredges. A trade, right? We don't place a trade if we think we're going to lose money, right? It's a trade that you think is going to make money, but also acts as a hedge to protect your longs in case the market pulls back. Well, this week I put on a pure hedge. Why? Because I think we're just drifting higher, man. We got war in the Middle East. We got war in Ukraine. China surrounded Taiwan this week in a blockade military exercise. The world's at war. Inflation's raging at home. Half the country hates each other. And the market's up here at record highs. That just kind of, I don't know. When the hair on the back of my neck starts standing up a little bit, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get a little protection on. So it's not a tredge. It's a no kidding hedge. I have longs in Raytheon, Amazon, Chipotle. What else do we have? We looked at SIBO this week, right? Chicago Board Options Exchange. Some of you still have on the Microsoft. So we had a lot of long-term bullish positions on. Why not take a little profit off the table and go put it into some insurance, which is what we did this week on the S&P 500. So we put on a little hedge. That is not a tredge, okay? So really good time. Great week of trading. All right, what is going on, man? Do you remember at the presidential debates where one candidate got fact-checked for saying that violent crime has gone up? That's incorrect. It's actually gone down. Well, the FBI came out this week and quietly revised the violent crime stats higher. You can make this up, but you can't make this up, folks. So whether it's bullshit macroeconomic data coming out of the Labor Department, the Commerce Department, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, it's all bullshit. The initial numbers are bullshit. And then months later, they kind of do a little bit of a stealth like, yeah, it's actually worse than we were telling you, because they know they're going to get caught eventually. But the initial headline number comes out, hey, and then everybody forgets that, oh, okay, they revised it up. Awful, awful, awful going on. So this guy, I hope he's burning in hell. I hate talking like that, especially as a healed human being, but this literally is the devil on earth. Sinwar, gone. Kamala comes out yesterday, born in a middle-class family, but we got him and stuff. Who's we, Kamala? You got a mouse in your pocket? You and Mumbles McShitty Pants specifically said in the past year, do not go into Rafah, Netanyahu. You go into Rafah, there'll be consequences. What did Netanyahu do? Yeah. I'm not going to take advice on how to fight a war on terror from a country who fought a war on terror for 20 years and then surrendered to the terrorists. So where did Israel go and kill this guy? In Rafah. It's gross. Her little press thing yesterday, like, yeah, wow, she loudly opposed the operation that got him. And then she runs to a microphone to kind of take credit for it. It takes real chutzpah for Kamala to celebrate the killing of Hamas's leader after opposing the... Where did you think they were all going to go? Well, the U.S. is telling Israel not to go into Rafah. Let's all go there. This is how stupid these people are, the people that, quote, lead this country. So this rat died like he lived. And again, I can't stand talking like that as a healed human, but this type of shit, stop. Stop killing each other, man. If these people had focused on schools and infrastructure and teaching young women and everything like that, and not even to get into this stuff, folks, but the Palestinians rejected like having the state of Palestine like 4 or 5 times over the past century, folks. So it really, really sucks. This headline stuck out to me this week because you can delete the word Europe. How Hamas infiltrated Europe. Our border has been wide open for 4 years. Tens of millions of fighting age males have infiltrated this country. I hope you're strapped. I hope you have your own weapons, folks, because we will have an October 7th style attack in this country. All the chicken hawks in this country, U.S. politicians, are pressuring Ukraine to lower the draft age to 18. So, wow, everything's going great there in Ukraine. And then this week, China test drove a Taiwan blockade. They literally circled that island like cowboys and Indians, man. Custer's last stand. They circled the island. That's most likely what's going to happen. This week's drill could presage Xi Jinping's preferred option. Speaking of close enough, China. Chinese stocks tumble after latest round of property stimulus is a dud. I've been briefing you on what? FXI. Let's go take a look at FXI. It's the iShares China large cap ETF. So a couple weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago, they said, you know what? We're going to drop a shitload of stimulus into this market. Boom! Rip your face off rally. Then it filled the gap. Half the gap, it chopped and then went down, which I told you was what? Bearish. I said, let's sit on our hands. Let's wait for the actual stimulus. So we're still kind of waiting. Nice move today, up 4%, but I would wait, right? Chinese growth comes in cooler as investors pin hopes on stimulus. So they reported macroeconomic data last night, our time, right here. You see all these numbers? GDP, industrial production, retail sales, blah, blah, blah. A lot of China numbers last night, not looking too good, okay? So get ready for a stimulus out of China and get ready to buy the FXI. Hey, retail sales. Retail sales came out extremely strong yesterday. U.S. retail sales showcase resilience of economy's growth engine. Okay. Amazon going nuke this week. Amazon is investing more than $500 million to develop small modular reactors. Microsoft going to restart 3 Mile Island, folks. So let me get this right. All these limousine liberal tech companies want to open nuke and use nuke plants to power all their AI stuff that's going to kill humans. But when regular Americans want nuke to provide us essentially free power. All the Democrats go crazy about the yellow-bellied sapsuckers, and it's all so dangerous. Nuke power ain't dangerous, folks. I mean, the Chernobyl shit, first of all, if you build a piece of crap like the whatever reactor the Chernobyl thing was, and 3 Mile Island actually didn't happen, okay? So, let's put our thinking brain on here. There's risks in anything, but it's pretty incredible that all of these companies, ladies and gentlemen, are jumping in, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, because they need so much power. That should make you sit up straight. I love this today. I love Matt Garman at Amazon. What did Matt Garman say? Hey, if you're unhappy with coming back to work in the office, you can go find somewhere else to work. You think? I can't believe this is even a thing. And they gave them, where is it? Till like January. You have until January to get back to the office. I would have been like, this is like Glenn Ross. Great movie, right? First prize is a Cadillac. Second prize, set of steak knives. Third prize, you're fired, right? The only Alec Baldwin role that did make me want to throw up. I got to brief you on this real quick. If you're in my solo Amazon service, you're smart. But I told you 15 years ago, whenever it was, I moved from Chicago to Boca, started TOPGUN Options, and a doctor buddy of mine asked for help. And I looked at his brokerage account, and he had 33 positions. And I'm like, dude, get out of everything, buy Amazon. It'll save and change your life. And it did. I saw this headline about Jim Cramer's stock club. Here's a rapid fire update on all 33 stocks. Are you insane? Folks, you guys do know about the monkeys with the darts, right? There was an experiment. I think they put like pages of the Wall Street Journal up on the wall back. I'm old enough to remember this, back when there were stock quotes in the paper and monkeys like threw darts, and the stocks that they hit outperformed like every hedge fund manager by a factor of a gajillion. It was comical. This is comical. So you're going to join Jim Cramer's investing club where he focuses on, sorry, that's the wrong word to use. You're not focused on anything if you have 33 stocks. What a stupid club. The only stock you need to own for the rest of your life is Amazon. Now, clearly, I trade more than that. I got psychedelics. I got some financials. We got our defense stock with Raytheon, but you know what I'm saying here. Have a core position of names, man. Unless you're sitting here for 12 hours a day, becoming an expert in all 33 names, you're a fool. And I mean that in the nicest way possible, right? I'm going to save that one because I got to put that in my solo Amazon brief. But good stuff, folks. Like I started this Friday market wrap up with, I will end with. I'm a little frosty up here, right? Cautiously bullish. What's that mean? I'm kind of holding my nose, man. It's a hold your nose rally. I'm here for it, and I have one hand on the ejection handle, ready to pound this thing into the dirt when, not if, we roll over. I'm hearing that, oh my God, if Trump wins, the market might sell the news. I'm hearing the exact opposite. Oh my God, if Trump wins, hey, he's a pro-businessman, finally back in, the market. Or who knows? You trade the market you have, not the one you want. And the one we have is just drifting higher, climbing this wall of worry. But you never know, folks. Famous whizism. The market only cares, say it with me, when it cares. And it don't care right now about anything you just rambled about, Wiz, but I'm telling you, it will. And I will make money when that happens, okay? So have a great rest of your day. Go Buffs. Fights on. Namaste and Basi Basi. I'll see many of you Monday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern for our solo Amazon brief. Fights on.